Just the other day, I was watching a movie with the family, and on this movie, there was one of those old steam trains. Now, in no way am I any kind of train spotter, although I do respect if you are one. But I was really amazed at the blazing fire that had to fuel the engine to keep it going, and it was an impressive blaze that kept that train going forward and doing what it needed to do. Now, it may seem strange that I think about that in relation to Jesus and this week's theme, Jesus the compassionate, passionate one. Because compassion often is seen as a bit of a weak word. It's a nice word. It's about feeling sorry for someone and being nice to them. It's tucking them into bed and giving them a hot cocoa. But there's something significantly more about this word compassion. This word compassion, we need to understand what it means, how it's broken down. It means to suffer with someone. To suffer with someone, to get alongside them, to enter into their pain as they go through it. And what a word to capture Jesus, someone who gets alongside us, who suffers alongside us, who cries the tears with us, who has that same questioning why with us. But even more than that, if we look at what the Greek word for compassion is. You know, the New Testament was originally written in Greek, and I'm no expert, but certainly one of my favorite Greek words is the word that is translated compassion. It's splagnitsomai. I dread to think how many takes I've had to do to try and say that word correctly, but splagnitsomai, it's translated as compassion, but what splagnitsomai really means is a deep, gut-wrenching ache. Feeling the pain of another person. An ache deep in the soul as you watch another person suffering, struggling, and in trouble. And that's the word that is used of Jesus. The splagnitsomai of Jesus. A fire in his engine, so to speak, that drives Jesus along in everything that he does. It says in the Gospels that Jesus had compassion on people who were suffering, that he was filled with compassion, and that fueled him in what he was doing. It's a passion that prevents us from having just tame platitudes to make people feel a bit better. It's a passion which prevents us from crossing across to the other side of the road and passing someone by. It's that drive that drove Jesus to do what he did. He was filled with compassion. And so this Sunday, as we think about Jesus, the passionate, compassionate one, let's reflect on what that actually means towards us. His compassion, his splagnitsomai, his gut-wrenching ache over us and our pains. And then going forward, what it means for us to continue having that heartache for Jesus, that heartache of Jesus for other people, that will prevent us from just looking on from a distance and will drive us to get alongside and to feel the pain and walk with those who suffer as Jesus did for us.